and welcome to the Card Deck Creator interview series with me, Ayesha Hilton. Today I'm very excited to have with me Anna Martinez, who's in the state of California, all the way in America. And thank you so much for joining me, Anna.
Thank you for having me, Ayesha. I appreciate it.
So I've looked at your deck. It's gorgeous. Just to get the right name, Beauty of Nature Affirmation Deck. So I'm excited to have a little chat to you about what it is that you do, and then how the card deck sort of works in with your business, and just about the deck creation process.
Yes, definitely. Well, my name is Anna Martinez, and I am the owner of the Cat's Meow Crystals. It's an online crystal store that I opened in December. So it's relatively new, sells crystals, my affirmation deck, candles, sage, Palo Santo, everything crystal related. It's basically a woman-owned business. I work full-time, and I also do this. And I felt the need to do an affirmation deck. I felt like I was very drawn to it, like there was something that could help people, because I felt in my daily life, I pull an oracle card every morning to see how my day is going to go. And then I would also pull affirmation decks, because during your day, sometimes it gets a little stressful. And I would find putting an affirmation card on my desk when I was feeling stressful or a little overwhelmed, I could look down and remind myself what that card had told me. And it really helped me with my day. So I thought, well, I want to design a deck that could also help people.
Beautiful. So what do you do for your day job?
I actually work in insurance.
Okay, so it's very different from your, spiritual crystal business.
Yes. Very, very different. It's like night and day, but it's crystals have always brought me comfort and just been something that I really, really enjoyed. I wear a lot of crystal bracelets, just different ones, whichever I'm drawn to on the given day, and they've been very soothing for me.
That's fabulous. And, you've got your new website, and the card decks are a good addition to that. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the process that you went through to create your deck, and what was your inspiration?
I had been studying intuitive development for many years. I took oracle classes with Colette Baron-Reid, studied with Candace Parisi and James Van Prague. And I noticed that the theme that they always went back to was nature. How nature was so calming and nature was so soothing, and we should ground with nature. And I started realizing that I was running around in my life without really noticing all the beautiful stuff that was around me. The birds that were out, the trees, just the sky. You look up and there's a beautiful cloud up there. And, you never noticed it before because you're just running through life. So that really made me think more about grounding with nature and bringing that more into my life. And so as I was traveling around on vacations, I would be inspired to take photos of certain spaces. And I would take these photos. And then when I had several of them, I sat down and realized that I wanted to put them together in a deck that was very encouraging and helpful for other people and myself. So I did this deck, which is the Beauty of Nature Affirmation Deck. And I chose for the cover my favorite blue color, because it's kind of reminded me of the ocean, kind of a naturey vibe, and a dragonfly. I've always been drawn to dragonflies. They represent transformation, and I think we're always transforming in our life. And so then I just put together different photos with different sayings. Like this one is, I am good enough. So some days, when you're feeling a little down and it's on your desk, and you kind of remember who you are. Another one is, I am confident. And it just has a nature feel to it. My favorites are like the ocean ones. This one is, I trust my intuition. They all have just different, either like some have a hawk on, and one has this amazing cloud that I saw when I was on vacation that was like a rainbow cloud that was just there for like a minute. I was able to photograph it, and then it was gone. And it was just something that, you want to share with others.
Like a little miracle cloud. I definitely love the color. Like, this is my filming top, and I've got my drink bottle in the same color, my glass. So I'm with you.
My nails
are mad about dragonflies, and we've had a very wet sort of summer. So there's been more dragonflies than ever. And I've
God,
been
I love
generating
them.
some beautiful AI art images of dragonflies. So I'm totally mad on dragonflies. So I appreciate that design. And
That
so
is awesome.
you took all these photos and, you know, they look really good. And then, so what was your next step once you decided?
Well, I found your website that kind of explained how we could use Canva and with the template. So I thought, okay, well, I don't really know where to start. So I got your program and I started using Canva, and the template was awesome. So I went on there and I just put my photos in there and used Canva to just, design it. And then my
Fabulous.
husband helped me also. And then when I was all done with it and I was happy with it, I had him double check it for me. And then I sent it off to a place called Shuffle Ink in Florida.
Oh,
And they,
yes, I've heard of that. A few people have mentioned that shuffled ink. I want to
yeah,
just explore that. I did mention them in the course, but I haven't got to see in real life the quality of the cards. So can you just hold a card up
yeah.
again? So
So
the
this,
color looks very vibrant.
yes, the color is
Yep.
vibrant. It's cut very nicely.
Yep.
Everything's very centered.
Yep.
I was very,
Has that
very
got a
happy with
cello
it.
glaze sort of on top or a matte? It looks,
It's a matte.
yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
choice, but I wanted to go with the matte. But I was
And
very, very happy.
gorgeous. And then the bag, tell me about, because obviously we talk a lot about boxes being so prohibitive due to the cost because of the manual labor involved. So
Mhm.
how did you go with the bag? Like, what was your process there? And where'd you get it
Well,
from?
I got this from Faire,
Oh,
FAIRE.
Faire.
Yeah, and they had these. I think it was cotton and canvas. You could get 100 bags, and they print it with whatever emblem or logo you want on it. So I figured I got a 3x5 or 4x6 bag, and then I put those in the bag, and I put a little rose quartz heart with the
Yeah.
in the bag with the actual cards, just for some, positive love, unconditional
And so
love
you
with
have a
the
crystal
symbolism.
shop, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
With the 4x6 bag, so your cards are 3.5x5, are they?
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
So did you feel like there was enough room? Like when I did my deck, I feel like the bag is a little bit tight when I've got to pull them out. So sometimes you can think you're getting the right size bag, and then someone else has used this size for the same
Yeah.
size as your cards, but it's a little bit big. So that size seems quite nice, the 4x6.
Yeah, I like the way everything fits in it. It's not like too bulky, it just fits in just right. So I
Mm.
was very, very happy with the quality. And I think 50 bags was like $100.
Okay.
So it
So
was pretty cost effective, I thought, for how much
yeah,
the
so
actual
basically
box was.
$2 a bag for it to be printed on.
Yes.
That's good, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that to someone who I was just speaking to. So thank you. I love
Oh,
getting talking to creators because you guys find things that I don't necessarily find.
yeah.
So yeah, but we were just talking on a previous call about the Faire website. So it's fair.com, I think. So yeah,
Yes.
we'll have
Yeah,
to check that out as well.
definitely.
So you're happy with the packaging and you're selling them online. Do you just sell directly through social media? Or are you on Etsy? What's your strategy?
I have my own store online, the
Yeah.
catsmeowcrystals.com. So I basically started selling there. I'm
Yeah.
looking to maybe go into Deckable to put it on there also, just for a different option if people don't want an actual card deck and they want, to get one that's online. So
Yes.
that
And
I
I
also,
just had a call with Nick last week from Deckable about the new release. They haven't communicated a lot, but they've been very busy behind the scenes, and some new improvements are coming that are just going to make the app so much better. So I think
awesome.
Deckable, I so want Deckable to succeed. And if we're just at the beginning of Deckable, like, when Amazon started or PayPal or,
Mhm.
Audible. So it's a good time to get on.
Yeah, yeah, I would say I've had a couple decks of Oracle decks that were actually online that I downloaded from Colette Baron Reed. And I really like those when I travel. So I don't have to bring a deck with me when I do my card of the day. I can just use that. But I
Yes,
kind of like the idea of, just even trying different decks, online. And then if I like it, I can actually get the actual physical deck.
exactly. I think it's a good way because if you upload your deck to Deckable, you'll have a link then on that deck for people to purchase the physical deck, and I think it can cross-pollinate. What I also love about Deckable is it will keep a log of all your cards, so you can go back and go, oh, what was the card on Wednesday, and think, so, and you've got the journaling aspect as well.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Because
So
I post my cards on my Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. So I do like a card of the day, and whatever
yeah.
crystal I'm drawn to, I'll put there with the card and kind of just post it. Just kind of like a fun thing to do.
So I'm not a TikTok person, so give me but I hear that a lot of our generation and above are getting into it. So how are you finding TikTok?
I like it. I mean, it's different. At first, I was like, oh God, TikTok. I don't know, but a friend was telling me, you really have to go on there and put yourself out there. So I did that, and I would do like my reels and stuff and post like crystals that I had with a referral to my website. And I've had some views, yeah, and some followers. It's been a slow process because I don't do I'm not a social influencer like some people are, but I think it's kind of nice to get your feet wet in there a little bit and just
So
put yourself
would
out
you
there.
create a reel in Instagram and download it before it puts the Instagram symbol on it, and then upload it to TikTok? What's your sort of workflow?
I usually do a separate one for TikTok and a separate one for Facebook and Instagram, because I've been told that Facebook doesn't like to post, or doesn't like you posting TikTok on there, as far as
And vice versa. So
yeah.
what I found, so before you post your reel, like go next, you can actually, there's a little download button at the top, so it's made it as a video, but there's no Instagram symbol on it, so that might be a trick for
Oh,
some people. I'm sure
yeah,
it's not hard in TikTok. But are you doing photos or live videos sort of thing?
I do video. I'll do like a video in onto the card and then like back. Nothing too fancy,
Yeah,
just a little bit of video, just
yeah.
to kind of get used to it. There is another app I was told, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but you can actually record it on there, and then you can post it on any, Facebook,
Oh,
Instagram, TikTok, and just do one video.
we need to find out what that is. If you think of it, let me know.
I
Um,
definitely will.
what's your TikTok handle?
It is the Cat's Meow Crystals.
So cats meow crystals. That's easy to remember. I have a TikTok account. I don't do anything on it, but I should too. It's just a matter of finding time to do everything that you could do.
I know. It's your day's pretty
I've
much
got a
done.
long list here, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll get to everything. So, well, that's exciting. I want to check you out on TikTok, and I do think that there's lots of opportunities to do fun things with card decks and readings on TikTok. And I think it's moving more away from dance and that sort of stuff that I wouldn't be interested in watching or doing. My son's very much now into YouTube Shorts.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder if that app that you mentioned might do YouTube Shorts as well. So I've know a few people doing YouTube Short readings as well. So it's
Yeah,
hard to be everywhere though.
I know there's so many options right now. It's
Yeah,
amazing if you have the time.
yeah. So what advice would you have for someone who's just, way back, hasn't started their deck and's just daydreaming at the moment?
I'd say definitely do it. Don't put it off. If you're guided or drawn to do it, I would just start working on it, and reach out for help. You have all those calls where people call in and they can ask, what do you think of this, or get different options before you make a final decision on what you're doing. But maybe get input from people, have somebody maybe proof your deck also as you're going along in the process, just to make sure, because what you see, you might not see a flaw in it that somebody else does, because you've been looking at it all day long. But always be willing to reach out to people for help. Don't think, oh my God, I have to do it myself. Be willing to put yourself out there and have someone, help you out. If you have a question, or you're just not sure about something, or you need a little guidance, reach out to someone in the community, and especially your community, because it seems like everybody's so helpful.
They are incredibly helpful. It's really lovely. We're very blessed. We
Definitely.
have each other. And I learn so much when we have our community call once a month. I learn heaps from people and get new ideas, like your bag. I really love. I wouldn't mind getting a bag like that. And do you have any sort of dream of creating another deck, like a crystal deck or something?
Possibly in the future. I've always wanted to do like a cat deck,
Mm,
like a deck of different cats, maybe cats and crystals.
that would be a
At
good
some
one.
point. Yeah, maybe
A
at
lot of
some
us
point.
crystal lovers do love cats and animals, so
Definitely, I know. I just got to make sure my cats don't knock down my crystals.
yeah, they're a danger. Or our cat got a bit sneaky the other day and got up and ate my son's dinner when he turned around, and we don't allow them on, kitchen
Yeah,
surfaces. So I was like, that's sneaky little bugger.
they are. You got to keep an eye on
Yeah,
them.
they're very good for you, I think, cats.
They really are. They're good company.
Yeah. So people can find your deck at catsmeowcrystals.com, and it's the same name on your socials.
Yes.
And I'll link below the video as well to get in touch and check out your video. I mean, your deck. Do you want to just hold your deck up once more, just so we can
Sure.
see it?
Got the bag here.
Gorgeous,
I've got the deck right here.
beautiful. Yep.
It looks like
Loving your
that.
fingernails matching your the top as well.
They used to
Very
be that
Valentine's
blue.
Day.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So we're recording this on Valentine's Day, but it won't go out probably till next week. So we're wishing everyone lots of love. And thank you so much for your time, Anna. It's been lovely to see you and hear about your deck and actually get some good ideas. And I'll be able to follow you on Cats Meow on TikTok and see what you're up to as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much. You have a good night.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't it interesting? And I hope you got some inspiration and some tips from listening to this. So if you're interested in making your own card deck, I invite you to check out the Card Deck Creators Toolkit that I've created for people like you who want to create their own inspirational, affirmation, or oracle card deck. There's so many different card decks that you can create. So I invite you to check out the links below to get the toolkit and get on your way creating. And if you've already created your own card deck, congratulations. Share a link below. I'd love to see it. Much love to you and take care.